we go.
You're now live with the crown prince of glam metal himself. It's J0KeR's Electric Circus. J0KeR's Electric Circus. Keeping the music loud and the hair wild on MetalMessiahRadio.com.
All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another Wednesday night edition of the Electric Circus Radio Show right here on MetalMessiahRadio.com, your metal music messiah. And I got a special guest on the phone with me live right now on the phone with Marty Mccoy of the band Bobaflex. How you doing? How's things with you, brother?
Oh, things are great, man. Didn't go blind from the eclipse. Album comes out Friday. Healthy, feeling good, man. Can't complain.
Very cool, very cool. It's an honor and a pleasure having you on. Congratulations on the new album, the 8th album, Eloquent Demons.
Thank you very much, sir. Yeah.
So how is the new album different than anything you guys did in the past? What is the musical direction of this new album?
It was a lot more rock and roll. And it's like I guess I would say we kind of, everybody wanted to sing, so everybody did sing. A lot more harmonies, a lot more. It was a lot easier to record this record. Our manager Doug called us up after we did 157 shows and said, "I already set up a CD release party, so you better get the studio and record this record." So the pressure was on, but we played together for so long and did so many shows together that we just knew what was happening with each other, and the album just kind of came out. And the reviews are coming back in, and people are saying it's the best album we've done yet, so I'll take that.
Cool. What makes Bobaflex different than other bands today?
We're men. We don't cry.
Right, that's a good thing.
No, I would say what makes us different is how long that we've been together and the fact everybody in the band sings. And we've done it all independently ourselves and not on a record label, so we haven't been told what to do for so long. We just finally, at some point, said we're just going to do what makes us happy and quit worrying about radio, quit worrying about, curse words. Is this song too long? Is this too this? Is this too that? And just like, do you like it? Yeah, I like it. All right, let's write it. And just kind of do whatever we want, kind of attitude. Keep that rock and roll spirit alive. Like, we don't have to answer to anybody, so we don't. And I think it comes through in the music, and I think our fans really appreciate it.
So tell me your musical background and how did you guys meet?
Well, the original three members are from the same little tiny town in West Virginia, the town of Mason, West Virginia. There's about 2,000 people in the town and about 400 kids that go to the school. And my drummer and my brother, of course, I've known my brother my whole life. He's my older brother. So I've known him my whole life. And my drummer, Tommy, lives, I can hit his house with a rock from my back porch.
Right.
So he was the kid wearing all black with the Metallica t-shirt on.
Cool.
I was the kid wearing all black with the Slayer t-shirt on. I kind of thought we should probably be friends. And come to find out, he wanted to be in a band, and so did I. And that was when I was 11 years old. So we've been best friends since I was 11. And my brother was always, we were always competing back and forth and stealing the one guitar that we had and running in our rooms and locking the doors and trying to have the guitar forever. So we thought, you know what, let's play music for a living. This seems to be something that we really want to do. And once, my dad was my mom and dad were the guys that had, they were like, well, you need a PA system. So I had the PA, Tommy had the drum set, we had the amps, and we were the only ones in town that wanted to do something like that. So we were bound to be together from a very young age.
Right. What's it like being in the same band with your brother, Tommy?
Shaun, my brother. Tommy he's also my brother. He's not my blood brother. But Shaun is an awesome guy. We get along so well. When I was about 20 years old, we got in a fist fight and beat the hell out of each other and realized that we didn't want to do that again. So now we get along very well and haven't fought since. And it's great. It's great to travel all over the world and your brother, your best friend's right there with you. It's something that I can't believe that I get to do every day. And he's a great guy, real creative, hilarious. Every day he says something, every 5 minutes says something that cracks me up hysterically. And I love him to death. And he's just like, it's amazing. It's one of the coolest things ever. Being in a band's great, but being in a band with your brother that you actually love and get along with. I couldn't ask for anything better.
Awesome. What is the origin of the band's name, Bobaflex?
Star Wars. When it started,
Cool.
we were nerds when we were younger. Before we grew our hair out and knew what cowboy boots were, we were all into Star Wars and comic books and all that escapism kind of thing. And it lets, you know, the small town mentality of, we got to get out of here, we got to get out of this place. So my brother's a huge comic book fan, huge Star Wars guy, and we started the band when he was in college. I wasn't in college yet, but we started the band to meet chicks, and we had to come up with the names at one time. And my brother was like, well, you know, even if, he said, I highly doubt it, but if George Lucas caught wind of us calling the band Bobaflex, we'd get sued at this back college keg party. So we changed to Bobaflex, thought it sounded cool, and it stuck. Once we decided that, you know, we could get chicks through the band and we wanted to be really serious about it, the name stuck, and people started showing up to the shows. So it was kind of like too late to change the name to something cool like the Kill City Hitman or something like that. Bobaflex it is, and we're pretty loyal people and see things out to the end. So we decided this is what we're doing, and the name stuck. And if people hear it, they remember it. They're like, what? I mean, even if they don't get it, they're like, what in the heck is Bobaflex? They don't forget it.
It's a cool name. We love the name, and it stands out. And then nobody else, no other band has a name like that. It's very cool, and I love Star Wars myself. So yeah.
Right on. So you're in there.
Yeah. How? Let's see. Who does the songwriting in the band?
All of us. There's not a real pattern to how we write songs. Sometimes we can be sitting in a room together. Sometimes somebody will come with a full song. Sometimes someone will tell us a story, or, you know, something cool will happen, and there's no real pattern to it. It just happens. You know, like I said, sometimes someone will bring a full song in, but anytime there's an idea that someone in the band, doesn't matter who it is passionate about and thinks it's a good idea, the whole band turns their entire energy onto that song from the start to the finish until it's done and ready to go.
Cool.
So it's definitely a all for one, one for all kind of thing when we're writing music.
What is your favorite song you like performing live?
Oh man, there's so many. I love the "Hey You" cover by Pink Floyd, just because I like to pretend like I'm in Pink Floyd every night. It's amazing. Close my eyes and I'm Roger Waters, David Gilmour. But I would say the newer songs are always really fun to play because it's exciting and stuff. But when we play "Bury Me with My Guns On" and the crowd goes absolutely nuts, sings every word, or songs like "Home," or, you know, songs that got major radio play, or favorite songs of the record, it's hard to pick. But I would say "Bury Me with My Guns On" because that's, you know, people just go nuts as soon as that drum line starts, and they know what it is from the very first note that hits. And it's usually the close of the show, and we're exhausted, wore out, covered, sweat, and it's a happy closing to the end of the show. Like, okay, we just laid it all out on the stage, and here we are at the finish line. And people are singing along with us, and that energy is something that, well, I wish I could bottle it and sell it.
How has your music evolved since you first began playing music together?
Well, we learned how to play our instruments. I think that helped a lot.
Right.
We did the crazy thing when we were younger. It was like, I went and saw Tool play live, and
Cool.
They were so phenomenal that it, like, while I was standing there, it hit me like, this is like a basketball team or a football team. If you want to be up there with bands like Tool or Rage Against the Machine or Papa Roach, or the bands that just really blow you away live, it's like, you better work harder than anybody else.
Right.
Just like a basketball team or a football team, it's like, if you put in the hours and you put in the work, you can be up there one day, and you can be as good as those guys. I mean, you know, any band that's really good it just didn't naturally happen. It came from hours and hours of work. So we started doing like football practice. I remember in high school that we would do 2-a-days during the summertime. We would get up very early in the morning. We would practice until 1 or 2 o'clock. Go home, eat lunch, piss around for a little bit, and come back at 5 and practice till 10 o'clock at night until you know, they would call the police on you if you didn't quiet down. So we would do that every day. And then eventually we started coming out and playing shows. And, you know, you play shows with the local bands, and you would just hurt them. People were like, how is this band so good? It's like, well, you know, you practice 8 hours a day.
Very cool.
What you're doing when you get up there. and it wasn't fair, and it wasn't nice, and I think it was like, I don't know if you're going to ask me this question or not, but I'll go ahead and answer it. That would be my advice to a younger band. It's like, this is what you want to do for a living, and do it as if, you know, you're getting ready to go into the NFL, and every note of your life depends on it. If you really want to compete with the bands out there that you know, blood, sweat, and tears are in every single note, and that's what you got to do. And it starts with in the rehearsal room where there are no crowds, there are no girls, and there is no air conditioning. You get in there and you beat your brains out, and you play your songs over and over again until everything is razor tight, and you don't think it can get any better. And then you click the microscope again, and you work on everything. You just keep working, and then eventually you start sounding pretty good, I think. I hope.
What's the ultimate direction of Bobaflex moving forward?
World domination. I think Europe. I think we tried for a really long time to get over into Europe. We've had some really close calls with, you know, like Metal Hammer and record labels over there. It's just never really worked out. But I think traveling the world and getting into those big festivals overseas and stuff is where it's at nowadays for rock bands and metal bands. I mean, the States are amazing, and I love the States, and we've carved out our little place here. And it continues to get bigger and bigger every day. But I want to go overseas where they are, and you know, where there's 10,000 people here, there's 100,000 people at a concert over there. I think that's where rock is alive and well, and it's like 1980 over there, and
it is.
Metal and rock are number one.
Right, and they having all those metal festivals over there. I hear about them all the time. There's great metal festivals like Download Festival over there, and the Whackin' Festival they just had recently, and all them good festivals.
Hellfest, and there's like here, you know, it's starting to come back here, like Rock on the Range and Carolina Rebellion and all that stuff.
Yep.
I mean, 70,000 people at Rock on the Range, and I live in Columbus, Ohio, not far from that place. And I go, we've played it twice, and I go every year if I'm not on the road. And it's an amazing thing to see 70,000 people in one spot. Right. So here, rock and roll is definitely not dead, but it's a little harder. For some reason, it's a little harder to get in.
Yeah, I don't know what Gene Simmons is talking about, but right, rock and roll isn't dead, and it's not ever going to die. It's here forever.
It is here forever, and this year I was at Rock on the Range and saw Metallica play and saw 70,000 people, you know, stand through storms and go out to their cars while tornado warnings were coming, and get back out of their cars and come back in and funnel in single file to watch these bands play, and it was amazing. To see. And like I said, 70,000 people, that energy coming from, man, it's something special.
Tell us about your next shows and why should we be there, and what kind of Bobaflex show will we get from you guys?
So we are a real rock and roll band. I'm not going to mention any names because I'm not 100% sure, but we don't use any tracks. We don't use anything fake. It is all absolutely real. Right. It's when you see what you see on stage is what you get. And everybody sings and everybody puts in 110%. And I love it. It's a very cathartic thing. And when the show is over, I'm absolutely exhausted and soaking wet. And everybody lays everything out on the table. And now we're starting to play some of the new songs from the new record, which is the new energy from the band. And we're excited to play these new songs. And it's just, man, we're coming. We're coming with a thunder. We're a tightly oiled machine. Last year we did more shows than anybody in the world. We got the records last year. So, I mean, we're hard to whip on stage live. We're coming, and we're playing for keeps.
Please give us a plug for your websites and where the fans and fans-to-be can buy your music.
If you type in Bobaflex, everything will come up in Google. The official Bobaflex.com is our website. iTunes, Google Play, all that stuff is where you can get our music. We're all over YouTube. With the Bobaflex, the blue check mark on the Facebook. Yeah, if you type Bobaflex in that search bar, you can find anything you want on this band.
In closing, would you like to say anything to the new fans or fans-to-be? Cliff, please give us the people shout-outs and the people who support you.
To our fans that have been around for a while, thank you so much for spreading the word. We have an amazing fan page. It's the Bobaflex fan page, and they're crazy. They win contests for us. If the radio station says call in and vote, the fans go absolutely nuts and tear the phone lines apart. as far as new fans go, come check us out. It's a different kind of thing. It's not, if you're tired of what's going on with, everything sounding the same and you can't tell this band from that band, you're not going to get that with this band. And every day after the show, we walk out to the merch table, we shake hands, we hang out with everybody. We like to meet each and every person, and the fans are everything to us. We just recently signed to a record label, Circus Entertainment, which is a great record label.
Cool.
Very cool people over there, very trustworthy, honest people. They're very smart and do things right. But before that, we were totally independent, and the only reason we were able to survive was because of our fans and our fans spreading the word. And they mean everything to us. And I know bands say that all the time, but this is true. They mean everything to us, and I almost know every single one of them, and there's a lot of them out there. We appreciate them so much, and they're the reason that we survived so long through record label bankruptcies and member changes, divorces, and deaths in the family. It's all because of the fans, and they're rabid, and they're amazing, and they bring us food, and they do. I mean, it's a humbling experience to be able to feel that kind of love from people because you play a guitar. It's
Nice.
It's absolutely amazing.
In closing here, Marty, we would like to thank you for taking your time to be on the Electric Circus radio show right here at MetalMessiahRadio.com. And the best of luck and much love in the future for you guys.
Thank you.
And coming up next, I got some Bobaflex. I got Long Time Coming, Hey You, the new the Pink Floyd cover, and I got the old classic from you guys, which is a great song, Bury Me With My Guns On. Please tell us about Long Time Coming and Hey You, the Pink Floyd cover.
Long Time Coming is the first single. The first single off the new record was the Hey You cover by Pink Floyd. We did a cover of Sound of Silence about 7 years ago, maybe. I'm not sure of the time. And it did really well for us. It was really cool, and it was something we wanted to do just to kind of step outside the box and try our hand at it. And it went really well. People, brought in a lot of new fans that would have never listened to our band. And then Disturbed did it.
All right, here we go. Here's some more Bobaflex with Hey You, the Pink Floyd cover. Enjoy.
Getting lonely, getting old, can you feel me? Hey you, standing in the aisles with itchy feet and fading smiles, can you feel me? Hey you, don't help them to bury the light. Don't give in without a fight. Hey you, out there on your own, sitting naked by the phone, would you touch me? Hey you, with your ear against the wall, waiting for someone to call out, would you touch me? To carry this load. Open your heart, I'm coming home. Was only fantasy. Wall was too high, as you can see. No matter how we tried, he could not break free. And the worms ate into his brain.
All right, Bobaflex would bear me with my guns on. And this show, my show, Joker's Electric Circus Radio Show, is always brought to you by MetalMessiahRadio.com, your